Alright, let's do this. So this is gonna be a quick guide on how to grind Honglim with really low gear score. So I'm using Awakening here. So I have 267 AP and 328 DP. I'm using that Athos Power Stone. Then for artifacts, I'm using the extra AP against monsters. You can also use monster damage reduction or damage reduction. With the Lightstone set, iron, rigid shield. It's 4 times iron wall. It just gives you the tankiness that you need on low DP, because like the last thing we want to do is we don't want to die, right? Then for crystals, these are the crystals. I based it on what you have already, so you don't need to buy anything except for maybe some cheap ones. Maybe this. These are really cheap. Knockdown resistance, you don't want to get knocked down on the ground because you might be still squishy with your gear. Okay, then just generally why Guardian? Guardian has insane AoE damage, is very tanky because she has a lot of HP recovery on hits on her skills, and as well she's just overall a tanky class. But she's slow, but that's fine for spots like Honglim base because you're just stationary. So in my opinion, perfect class for the spot. Recently got buffed as well. Even if you don't like the class, I would say play it to earn money here. You can switch later when you have better gear. Okay, now how to prepare for this grind. We need several buffs. First, we'll go to the guild manor to get a house buff. Will be plus 15 AP. For free basically. It lasts 1 hour, right? Do that quickly. Come over here. Go to one of those things here. Okay. I don't know what I just pressed, but I got the buff. You can see here. All AP plus 15. I'm gonna leave the manor through the door. Alright, then what you need is you need to activate your alchemy stone, of course. Your crystals need to be active. Then simple Cron Meal. Number 1. Number 2, Demihuman Harmony Draught. It will cost you quite some money, around 80k per hour, 80 million, sorry, per hour, but it's a must. You need it. It gives you the damage that you need, and as well the tankiness. It gives you damage reduction, and you can see there also a recover HP on hits. This is really important. Really important. Probably you will die without it. So this is a must. Then for some extra tankiness, and as well it's a cheap, relatively cheap perfume, you use Khalk's Elixir. Gives some DR, some HP. Maybe we don't need it, but I would start with it. You can remove it later when you feel more comfortable. Okay. So then you also need to, if you don't have a tent, well, if you have a tent, it's going to be easy. You're going to use your AP buff and your defensive buff. Okay. Those are the church buffs. If you don't have a tent, you buy them in the church in town. You could probably get the 5-hour one when you're in town before you leave for your grind. And if you have a tent, it's going to be really amazing to use that villa buff here. If you don't have a tent, just make a quick research on how to get the villa buff. Well, actually, I don't know if you can get it without a tent. Never mind. If you can get it, awesome. If you can't, never mind. Then as well, those are the buffs we need to be strong in grinding. All of them here. Okay, that's it. Then if you have a tent, you should use your drop buff. Okay. If you don't have it, never mind. But you should definitely use your loot scroll, level 2, always, almost always. Activate it. Okay, never forget. Goal is, and this is like a general guideline as well. Goal is to have as close to 320 drop rate as possible. Right now we don't have a drop event, so I'm kind of missing 100% a lot. I could get another 50 from my tent, but you probably don't have it, so it's fine. You can use instead some old moon scroll or whatever, some drop rate buff scroll, right? Like anything that you have. In this case, I would probably use the 100% one, because it will bring me very close to 320%. I won't use it for this demonstration, right? But just keep in mind, it's really, really important when you go grind and you are effective on a spot that you use all the buffs that you can get. AP, DP, everything that you need to grind to be very strong, and as well the drop buffs. Drop rate and drop amount. As much as possible. Everything that you have, always. Okay. So, and then for the combo. Oh, actually, before we go to the combo, you can screenshot this or whatever. Of course, just like max out all the skills. I didn't skill this one because it's useless. Right, max out all the passives as well, of course. Nothing special here. Add-ons. You can make a screenshot here and just copy them. They are based on the combo that I will show. Awakening Guardian doesn't really have room for different combos. It's pretty static. Sometimes people shift around a bunch of skills, but yeah, we'll just go with a very simple one. Okay, so the combo is here. So first, we use this skill from the hotbar, Fireborn Rupture. Why? Because it gives all AP plus 20 for 10 seconds. That's a lot, right? So it's a pre-buff basically before you start your combo. Then S LMB is as well a pre-buff. You can see attack speed plus 20%. Okay, so it's not doing damage, not a lot at least. And then you start your real combo. So basically 1 SLMB, Shift F, Shift LMB, hold it for 2 swings. Shift Q, you can also hold it, and then Shift RMB, hold it. Basically you can hold all your skills and they have a flow. This is your combo. Very, very simple. I'm gonna rebuff here. Another harmony, so I have it. And I'm just gonna kill a few packs. So. There's not much to explain for this spot in terms of mechanics, I guess. If one mob lives after your combo, it's fine. Pre-buff, Shift F, Shift LMB, hold, Shift Q, hold, Shift RMB, hold. They are alive. I start again. 1, SLMB, Shift F, Shift LMB. Okay. 1, SLMB, Shift F, Shift LMB is on cooldown. Just move to Shift Q, whatever. Restart everything. And you just go in circles. Sometimes you will find that Shift LMB is on cooldown. You can just skip it and use some other skill to clear the pack. Okay, so this is the sharpshooter. You should move towards him. And kind of let the other mobs come here. And you can just sort of kill the sharpshooter while damaging the mobs as well. The sharpshooter doesn't move, so you kind of have to go towards him. Right? Then of course you should use your Z buff when you have it, and as well as your class buff or the so-called E buff as well, because it gives you a lot of DPS. You see, I used my Z buff and I clear the mobs as if they are nothing. Okay, we'll wait, we'll grind a little bit more here until the mini-boss spawns. Sharpshooter spawned again, back there, but Guardian actually has such an insane range, you can hit him from here. Really, it is the perfect class for this spot, I think, or for many tower spots. We just stand in one place and wait for mobs to spawn. And this spot should give you on average more than 1 billion per hour. And as you can see, we can grind it even with very low gear. I think the gear that you have is even a little bit better than what I'm using here. So you should be good. Not at all the risk of dying, as you can see. Like, I'm not struggling at all. Guardian also has an iframe, a dash. That's like shift and A or D, like most other classes also have it. But it has a cooldown, it's not spammable. So you can use that to get out of harm's way. And then now the boss spawned, the mini-boss, as you can see. He's doing some AoE attacks here, jumping around. I already dropped a Dawn Crystal right now. It's 100 million straight. Or you can use it for your Karazat enhancement, right? You can melt those crystals to get the essences of Dawn. So this boss is a bit more tanky. Takes a moment. I'm using my debuff here, so I can kill him faster. That's it. Now it says a liberated portion of the Gumihu energy appears. There's that little flame here. It gives you a damage buff. So you will struggle even less with those mobs afterwards. And if you have to do that whole circle 3 times, so you kill that mini boss 3 times, you get 3 of those flames. Those flames will combine and it will spawn the Gumihu. I won't do it now because it will take like 8-9 minutes from now on. And then once it's spawned, it will kill the mobs for you basically. You just can stand AFK. It's pretty cool. Super chill spot. You'll see yourself. And also when it despawns, it drops some good loot. One more thing that will be worth mentioning. I'm gonna stop the grind here. That will be worth mentioning is that you can use your Agris Fever here if you have it. If you don't use it anywhere else, you can use it here. It's not the most efficient spot in the world, but it's okay. It's an okay Agris spot. That. And then the second thing that I forgot, if you don't have a infinite potion, it's fine. Just buy pots in the town or whatever, or if you have a tent or marketplace butlers, just buy them and use them. You don't need many of them. As you could see, Guardian is quite tanky, and as well with those add-ons, DP add-on, extra damage to humans minus 15. Yeah, that's it. I hope you can pull it off and you can enjoy the grind, because like this spot really is really good money. And so yeah, I hope you can pull it off. If you have any questions, hit me up. Cheers.